The Utica Police Reform Advisory Committee met this afternoon to further outline a plan in order to be eligible for future state funding. News Channel 2's Chelsea Sherrod joins us now live in studio with your top story tonight. Chelsea, good evening.
Good evening, Jason. Following Governor Cuomo's executive order for every locality to adopt a plan for police reform, the City of Utica Police Reform Advisory Committee is now one step closer to drafting this plan to be submitted to the state by April 1st. Ahead of today's meeting, this committee, which includes Mayor Paul Mary, Police Sergeant Michael Curley, and 16 other public officials, had discussed 75% of the categories of which the governor gave localities to look into, such as increasing systemic bias training, how to deal with people in crisis situations, developing a crisis intervention team, and police accountability. Today, they discussed the final 25% of the categories and will now draft a report based on their reform policies and send it out for public input and engagement.
The next component of this is, now that we have a draft report, we got to hear from the public. And then we got to revisit it with the board and then ultimately with the Common Council to get something passed by the governor's deadline, which is April 1st. All of the reforms are aimed at two things: making us a safe place and a fair place for all of our residents.
The committee will meet again next Thursday and plan to release the draft to the public shortly after. And the City of Rome Community Advisory Board issued the first draft of its police reform plan to the public, which is comprised of mental health, accountability, diversity training, and other reforms. You can view the plan on our website at WKTV.com. Jason.
Chelsea Sherrod.